Check it out way over there in the distance. Look. It's a cool looking mid-school BMX bike. It's black and chrome. It looks like it has a long frame, maybe a Pro XL. That's exactly what I thought when I first saw this bike. Then I got a little closer. This is the MOSH. This is a company in the 90s, started by Giant mountain bikes so they could kind of glom onto the popularity of BMX at the time. They were throwing money around, they were building bikes, and it's a Pro XL. It's a good looking bike. Check it out. And it's about my size, Pro XL. But look at this thing. Look a little closer. Look a little closer. The handlebars are rusty as hell. The chrome's all peeling off, but that's normal. That happens. Just cheap chrome. But wait a minute. What's all this? Is that bird poop? No. It's welding wire right here. Somebody attacked this thing with a welder. I don't know why. Now down here, the MOSH stem, they attacked that with a welder too. Like they're trying to weld the thing shut. There's welding wire. And that might be why the handlebars are so rusty and the chrome is all peeling, because if you hit it with a welder, it might heat up this cheap Taiwanese chrome. They even put some weld right here. But it gets worse. Here's the seat that looks like two circus elephants took turns sitting on it. I don't know how you do that to a seat. Like seriously, how do you get a seat that messed up? I mean, look, I've bent my share of seats in my life, just from crashing and stuff, but that is a disaster. Now come down here. On the headset, more welds, more soot from welding. On the fork, the bottom of the headset, more welding wire. All over the fork, beads of weld. Down to the fork tips, the dropouts. I don't know what this kid, guy, girl, man, woman was thinking. On the other side, the other dropout, a big glob of weld. More beads up the fork leg. And oh, here's the broken spoke. But it continues. Let's go back. Here's the chainstay. Two big dents. And these aren't like those clearance dents like you see on Cannondale so the frame clears the crank. No, they're just dents. Now here's your back wheel. Broken spoke after broken spoke. I don't know if someone hit this with a cutter, a grinder, just smashed it. Who knows? It's destroyed. The crank's a little bit rusty. That's not a big deal. So now we flip it around, and so far, all right, we got beads of weld, bad chrome on the handlebars, this and that. None of these things are fatal. Like, I could still ride this bike, relace the back wheel, but look at this. This is just real spiteful right here. Somebody cut right through the frame. Right through the frame. Could this be repaired? I suppose. You know, cut out this tube and reinforce that, but no one's gonna do that for this frame. You know, you do that for like $1,000 frame. You don't do it for some old Giant. Here's another look at that back wheel. Just destroyed. The back rim right here, broken. Who does that to a wheel? That's not just casing a curb, that's hitting it with a sledgehammer. This bike was designed in the USA and made in Taiwan, but here, check this out. It's made of 4130 aircraft spec aluminum, which means somebody at the Giant factory in the graphic design department was playing a joke, because there's no such thing. This is actually made out of 4130 chromoly. It's steel. I already tested it with a magnet. But they just said 4130 aircraft spec aluminum. Real funny. So, Honestly, I find bikes like this to be way more interesting than bikes that actually survived. Because who did this? Why would you do this? Was this anger? Was this spite? Was this trying to get dad to buy you a new bike? Was this boredom? Did you have too many tools and did you smoke too much pot? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's funny as hell. It's sad though, because I really like this bike. I like the way it looks. And I was just dying to have this turn into my little around town beater bike, you know, hitting curb cuts and stuff, but it's not to be because, you know, because of that. How many bunny hops would that thing survive? I guess I could put a hose clamp around it or something. So that is the somewhat tragic and totally hilarious tale of the MOSH Pro XL mid-school BMX bike that some kid, probably a kid, attacked with a welder and a cutter and various other implements of destruction for reasons that I will never quite understand. But hey, kid, whoever you are, thanks for amusing the hell out of me.